Hey everyone, welcome to the Coffee Run Live. It is I, Nicola Morass, really excited to host you for today's episode, which is number 240. That's 240 coffee runs in the mix, which is a bit of fun, I think. So today what I wanted to talk with you about is a little bit about why we need you. So we all have a different level, a different layer, a different skill set, a different set of amazing things within us that I really believe the world needs. I really believe that the world needs you. I really believe that your people need you. Now, I just read a post actually that really inspired this live actually, where the post said something along the lines of, in this world where there is so much craziness going on, we've got people doing crazy shit all over the place. And if you are a healer, it's important that you're showing up, that you are actually sharing your message, that you're sharing your mission, that you're out there helping people. If you are someone who helps to kind of cut through the noise and helps people to be able to do that, then the world really needs you. If you are someone who is all about empowering children, about educating, about doing whatever, we need to hear from you. Now, I know that at various different times, depending on what it is that's going on in your world or in the world, primarily in our worlds, sometimes it can be hard to share the message. Now, yesterday, as I spoke with you about in the live stream yesterday, there was some things that happened over the last 48 hours, and I was like, I feel like I need to jump on a live. I feel like I need to talk about this. I feel like I needed to let you all know, I guess, what was going on. And it was kind of weird because yesterday I was sitting here thinking is it necessary? Is it really important? This is about my daughter and an experience that she had on Sunday night. And I was like, you know what? I've been in this position where I've had things come out of my journal or I've had different ideas pop in and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just not quite sure. But what happens every single time, literally every single time, guys, no matter how sort of interesting, different, weird, seemingly unconnected, the thing that comes through you might feel like, it's really important for you to get out there and share that and to not question whatever the message is. So if you're someone who is an expert or loves and thrives and gets so energized by creating systems, then get out there and start sharing that. If you are someone who's really really big into health and wellness, there is so much stress out there in the world. There are so many people who are suffering with anxiety, suffering with depression, working through various different issues. If you've got one thing that you can share today that is going to help either inspire, motivate, alleviate, even just for a moment for those people, then my belief is that you've kind of got this God-given responsibility to get out there and share it. And it's not your job to question whether or not it's valid. It's not your job to question whether or not, am I qualified enough? Am I adept enough? Do I have enough knowledge? Have I got enough experience? The fact is, we're not going out prescribing drugs or, anything like that. But your job is, and I believe we've all been given one, your job is to really front up, show up and share what it is that needs to be said. And it's really important that you don't kind of question that. If you're someone who is a creative, if you're an artist and something comes out of you, whether it's on a canvas or whether it's on a piece of paper or however it is that you do your art, we know that there are different things that are embedded in that piece of work that are designed to connect and help people in one way, shape or form. If you're a writer, you can't doubt what it is that you're putting up, right? You've just got to really fully trust. And I guess this is where a lot of people really struggle, because a lot of people will, we've been so conditioned to follow the system, follow the rules, follow the framework, follow the thing that we're doing, when really the thing that we really need to do is just get better at going within and trusting the things that are coming through us need to be shared and need to be put out there. How do we do this? Well, you can do this via live streams. You can do this via blog writing. You can do this by writing articles. You can do this by putting like all of the things in any way, shape or form. It could be a photo. It could be a text post. It could be a podcast. It could be the start of a book. It could be like whatever it is. We've really got to get better at trusting that whatever it is that needs to be said and shared is the exact thing that needs to be said and shared. Now, the caveat to this obviously is that it's not about going out there and airing all of your dirty laundry. It's not about getting out there and, say like shaming people or saying like, this is how you have to do this or this is how you have to do that, but more going out and saying, hey, you know what, if you're going through this, then this is something that might help. Now, sometimes there are stories that might be a little bit more difficult to share, or there might be issues that are potentially difficult to talk about. But if it's come up for you and like we're not really, we're unique, but we don't really have that much of a dissimilar experience to someone else. So if you've got some knowledge, some further experience on where you're able to help someone progress and move forward, and I think it's really your duty to go out there and start talking about it. I really do believe that your opinion matters. I believe what you stand for matters. I believe the way that what you advocate for, I believe that matters. And I think it's so important now, even more than ever, that you are out there talking about that, because there are so many people going out there talking about shit that doesn't matter. They're saying the same thing as what everybody else is saying. And it's so important that you get out there and share things in the way that you share things so that you can inspire the people that you're here to inspire, that you can help the people you're here to help, that you're able to progress people forward, inspire, motivate, educate, train, entertain, whatever. Like maybe your genius is to provide comic relief, to make fun of different things that are going on in the world and enable people the ability to just be able to check out for 5 minutes where they can be entertained by you. That's a really beautiful and amazing gift. So the message for today is to not second guess what it is that you feel like needs to be said. If there's something that needs to be shared, get out there and say it. If there's something that needs to be communicated, get out there and communicate that. Make sure that no matter what, you're going out there and you're sharing the stuff that matters. And I'd also encourage you, we take a leaf out of Brené Brown's teachings, and there are times where the things that you're going to share, where you may be going to be a little bit more vulnerable. Maybe it's not going to be quite as coherent and polished and whatever as perhaps other things that you've done. As long as you're not kind of like trying to work through your shit at any given time. Like yesterday, the stuff that I shared, it was a little bit more, it was certainly a lot more personal than just talking about content creation, the stuff that I shared on the live yesterday. So I guess where I'm going with all of this is it is so critically and crucially important that you're out there sharing the things that needs to be shared, trusting that what comes through you needs to go out, and just make sure that you're doing all of the amazing things and trust in your message and trust that it's exactly what your people need to hear. All right. So get out there, go help some people, have a whole lot of fun doing it, and just make it happen. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share with you, there's something not working. That's really helpful. I have just popped a link in below to a free journaling thing, but it's just not worked. So I will go and fix that link in a second. There is a free, why is that not working? That's really odd. I've put together a month-long $1 Million Success meditation, visualization, and journal hack series. And I've decided to give the first one away completely for free. It is a paid series if you want to come and join it. The first one, though, is free. So I'm just going to go and fix that link because it's not working, and then you can jump in there for free. If you want the whole month-long series, then you can jump in on there, and it is being offered as a bonus to the Business Badassery Mastermind, and we've got a first live class tomorrow. I'm really excited about that. If you have any questions about any of that, let me know. But otherwise, get out there, go help some people, have fun doing it, share your voice far and wide, and remember that the world is ready for your brand of awesomeness. I'll talk to you tomorrow.